There last couple model car kits that I've done through the years. This is the Chevy Corvette, 24 hours of Daytona model from back in 1991, 2001. I'm sorry, it's from 2001. It's the last time Dale Earnhardt Sr. Other than his good run Chevy, this is what he ran before the Daytona 500 in which he lost his life. But this particular model kit is the only time that Dale Sr. and Dale Jr. Drove together as teammates, along with two other gentlemen, Andy Pilgrim and Kelly Collins. But they were teammates in this car, and they ran the 24 Hours of Daytona. So this is the car that they ran in, and all that. They had the Good Wrench sponsorship and all that, as far as, it's Dale Earnhardt Sr. and stuff. But um, this was their car when they were teammates for the one time in that. And I never really got into this type of racing, but the reason I built it was that it's kind of got some special meaning, being that it's father son teammates for the first time. And a lot of that flat black rear panel, that's anybody that follows NASCAR, and especially Dale Jr., they know all his cars always had a flat back rear panel on them, and that's part of the reason why back there he kind of carried it on. It was kind of like a tribute to him and his dad and stuff. But anyway, this model it was nice. A lot of detail on it. This is a Revell monogram kit. This one, the body does come off fairly easy, I believe. Got a lot of chassis detail on it and stuff. The frame, as far as all that, it's got the lot of detail on the engine and stuff and all that. Different suspension components, a lot of duct work, like duct tubing for brakes and cooling and stuff. Same in the rear end. It's got the rear duct work for bringing in air into the rear brakes and all that. It's got your fuel tank back there and all that. And the underside, there's really not much detail. These are kind of all sealed up. These were similar to the underside of an Indy car. Give them a lot of ground effect and stuff, where they got a lot of downforce, keep them to the ground, and zip through the turns and everything on those road courses. But I never did follow the road course races that much, and never got into it. But like I said, the reason I built the car is because of senior, junior being teammates and all that, and I got a little bit of detailing done up on the dash, the interior, and all that stuff. So it was fun to build. It's a cool little model kit stuff, and makes for a nice little story about Dale Jr. and Dale Sr. Riding together as teammates before Dale Sr. lost his life. So that's it for that car, and we'll put that together when I'm done. And the last one I've got here is the old Bass Pro Shops. Since I'm into fishing so much, I kind of enjoyed sprint cars when I grew up in Chicago back in the 87, 88, 89 time frame, when I was still living out there near the city. I was working part-time at Santa Fe Speedway. It was a quarter-mile dirt track, and it also was they had half-mile events there on a larger turn, and they ran the sprint cars on the half-mile size, on a half-mile track. And what it did is what they used for the pits for the quarter mile, that all emptied out when they used it for the half mile, and they parked in a different area as far as all their haulers and stuff. But these cars were a lot of fun to watch, exciting and stuff. And I worked there for security, and a little star. I was walking along the back stretch, checking out people in the stands, making sure there was no underage drinkers and stuff like that. And these guys came down the straight, and as I was getting towards the end of the straightaway, as they got into the turn, well, those dirt tracks, there's more clay in that than dirt. And there was a clump of that clay come up, and I felt something in where it counts most. And it's like, man, who the hell kicked me, where? And I looked down in the front of my trousers. There's a big old smudge of clay down there, and man, I hurt for a couple hours after that. That was smart. It stung actually. And these guys, they do better than 100 miles an hour going down the straights on them half-mile dirt tracks. And when they hit them turns, they kick everything up. And yeah, I was just unfortunately hitting the wrong place. So it didn't change my voice too bad, surprisingly, but it sure as hell it caught me by surprise. And I think the crowd enjoyed it because they seen me kind of bend down real quick, and everybody knew what happened. So, but anyway, I built this mainly because Bass Pro Shops and all that, and I like any kind of Bass Pro Shops collectibles as far as diecast goes. I collect a lot of 64th scale diecast from Lionel Racing, and it doesn't matter who the driver is as long as it's sponsored by Bass Pro Shops and got the Bass Pro Shops paint scheme. I collect them and stuff, and plus I got, I think I got all the cars that Dale Jr. drove when he was still with the Earnhardt Incorporated, and also now with Hendricks and stuff. I collect every different paint scheme that comes out and stuff. They don't take up a lot of space. I got a couple here and there on display, but most of them are packed away in boxes. They're not taken out. They're kept in the boxes that they come in. They're actually like a little display box themselves. So they're all keeping that way. They're still, the value is still there. It's like if I wanted to sell them and stuff, they're complete in the box, untouched, not displayed, and not open to the elements or nothing like that. So. But anyway, I just thought I'd share this quick little video. This one does, the front wing comes off, and this does, here does lift off, and the engine, I didn't do no kind of detailing other than painting the, intakes and all that, debris and stuff, and all that. So, it's pretty much just a basic kit, and that other side, the frame and all that. And, the only detail I did add to make it look realistic was if you ever take a look at pictures of a real sprint car, they've got supports for those side wings and stuff, And what I did was I used piano wire, and I drilled small, tiny holes enough for the piano wire to set in there, and I just think I used canopy glue, just a real small dab of canopy glue on the tip of a toothpick, just to hold them in place, and that and But that's where the supports would actually be placed on the real deal. So I thought that would add more realism to the wing on the top. And I also did the same thing on the other underside. You can see them up there an angle, and there actually is in the casting on this wing, there is actually like little molded spots where those supports would actually be if they included something like that with the kit. So it makes for a pretty easy upgrade with some detail, and makes it more interesting and stuff, more realistic. So, and that's about it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it and all that. And like I said again, thanks for subscribing, the comments, the like button, and all that stuff. I appreciate it very much, and I do the same back to you guys that follow me. And before I get back in, I'm going to be doing some. Back to sci-fi, some Star Trek kits that I built through the years. They're not lit or nothing, but they're just I just did them up as static display models and painted them up to look pretty cool. Before I get back into doing that, I might do a couple a short video and one of my other hobbies and stuff, and actually a couple other of my hobbies and stuff. I always mention I enjoy fishing a lot and stuff like that, NASCAR. So I might do a little short video just on some of my other interests that I have besides modeling and stuff. Give you guys a chance to get to know me a little better. But I like these sprint car models too, because they come with the driver, which is pretty cool and stuff. And he's even got his arms positioned, you holding the wheel and stuff and all that. I thought about doing a little diorama, like part of a front the straightaway on a dirt track with the little chain link fence and all that, with some type of screen or something, and make up like a little concrete wall out of some foam or something and paint it white, and would use some real brown dirt or something from a hobby, like a ground cover, and make it look like dirt's getting kicked up and stuff, make a car look like it's running. But like I said, I built this a few years ago after I had some surgery done and stuff, and it kept me occupied while I was off of work and stuff, and it kept me from being bored and not in the soap operas during the day. So Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot. Take care. And until the next time, happy modeling, and we'll see you. Bye.